Hi, I'm Patty Villanueva with the United Realty Team brokered by EXP. I really appreciate the opportunity to share with you the short video that explains how EXP works. Please don't forget to check our channel for more similar content. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Ed Mitchell and I work with Patty and the United Realty Team brokered by EXP. This is the third video in our series explaining the EXP brokerage model, and in this video I'm going to talk about EXP's revenue sharing model and how it provides an amazing opportunity for agents to create sustainable, long-term retirement income. One of the most significant differentiators between the EXP Realty model and pretty much every other real estate brokerage model is the opportunity EXP provides to generate long-term passive income through the sponsorship of new agents into the brokerage. EXP is currently the largest and fastest growing real estate brokerage in the U.S. for good reason. Not only does the virtual model work exceptionally well, but combined with the path for recovering brokers' commissions and the ability to generate passive retirement income, the EXP model is unmatched in its ability to create short and long-term financial benefits for agents that use its systems. Currently, real estate transactions generate decent incomes for many agents and substantial incomes for a small percentage of agents. That income, however, is built only on commissions earned per transaction in the short term. There's no real path for developing long-term, passive retirement income built into the traditional brokerage model. There are, however, two ways an EXP agent can create short and long-term passive income streams. The first is to generate revenue from sponsoring agents into the brokerage. The second is to purchase EXP stock at a discount. Let's talk about the monster opportunity available to EXP agents that comes from sponsoring agents into EXP. When an EXP agent sponsors another agent into EXP, the sponsoring agent receives a share of the revenue for the deals the sponsored agent closes up to a specified cap for as long as the sponsored agent remains in EXP and closes transactions. The sponsoring agent also receives a share of the revenue for the production of agents that are sponsored into EXP by the agent they initially sponsored. And this revenue share ladder continues downline for 7 levels below any sponsoring agent. As you can see from this chart, the amount of the share of revenue is contingent on two things. The first factor is how many tiers down the sponsorship line an agent is. In this diagram, you can see that an agent that is the top line sponsoring agent, that is, the agent that directly sponsors another agent into the first EXP tier line, receives 3.5% of the sponsored agent's gross commission income up to $80,000 every year. Again, this 3.5% comes from the broker side of the commission split, not the sponsored agent's side. So, the sponsoring agent can receive a maximum of 3.5% of $80,000 of the sponsored agent's commissions, or $2,800 per year. If you go down another level to Tier 2, to an agent that was sponsored by the agent that was sponsored into the first tier in the previous example, you'll see that the top line agent receives 3.8% of that agent's gross commission income. If you look at a Tier 3 agent in this downline, you'll see that the top line agent only receives 2.4% of the gross commission income from that agent. So the tier or level the sponsored agent is sponsored into in an agent's downline determines the percentage of gross commission the top line agent will receive. Keep in mind that this is a percentage of the sponsored agent's gross commission income until they reach $80,000 in commissions. That's when the sponsored agent reaches their annual $16,000 cap of contributions to the broker side of the split. EXP uses 50% of the broker split to reward upline agents for recruiting. That's basically how the EXP revenue generation model works. The second factor that will determine the benefit the top line agent receives from varying tiers in his or her downline is the number of qualifying agents he or she has sponsored into their Tier 1. For example, in order to receive an exponential share of the commissions from Tier 2 agents, as shown in the third column from the left, the top line agent must have at least 5 sponsored agents in Tier 1. In order to receive an exponential share of revenue from Tier 3, the agent must have at least 10 agents in Tier 1, and so on. The number of agents you need in Tier 1 to qualify for exponential revenue share is known as your frontline qualifying agent count, and is shown in the rightmost column in this diagram. You can still receive a share of revenue from your downline without having the requisite number of frontline qualifying agents, but it is a significantly smaller share. You can find that percentage in the diagram in the second column from the left under the heading Expansion Share Percentage of AGCI. AGCI stands for Adjusted Gross Commission Income. Here's an example. Let's assume that you attract 10 agents after 5 years into your Tier 1 and are earning $175,000 annually in residual income through revenue share. To provide the same level of income in retirement from investment savings, you'd need $4,375,000 invested with an annual payment of 4%. So, you can attract 10 agents personally and help those agents to duplicate your results, or save up over $4 million. Even if you could save for 20 years, you need to put away over $200,000 per year after taxes and normal living expenses to have that level of investment capital available to earn the 4% at $175,000 per year. I guess that kind of tells the whole story, right? Well, there are other brokerages that provide agents with a share of profits, but keep in mind that what EXP agents receive is not a share of profits. Profits differ from revenue, and that profits are what is left from revenue when all the bills are paid. This can actually sometimes be less than $0 and will vary from shop to shop. Revenue is the gross commissions. It's the total commissions the broker/agent gets paid on the deal. This will always be a larger number than profits. In terms of short-term benefits or retirement income, agents do not need to be actively selling real estate to receive their share of revenue, and there's no vesting requirement. Revenue share is paid every month on the 22nd of the month for all transactions that closed in the last closing period. Agents need to simply keep their license active and hung with an EXP broker. In other words, an agent can build a significant amount of passive income from this revenue share and then retire from selling real estate altogether as long as their license remains active with EXP. Revenue share is looked at like real estate commissions, and in order for commissions to be paid in most states and countries, you need an active real estate license. The second method for creating retirement income is through the purchase of EXPI stock. Agents can enroll in the Agent Equity Program so that they're paid 5% of every transaction with EXPI stock, issued at a 10% discount. The agent's net commissions after splits and fees are set aside for transactions that close in their name. The stock is issued at a 10% discount to the fair market value of the company's common stock on the last day of the trading month, and all the shares issued under the program vest immediately in the name of the agent. Now, the question comes up from time to time about EXP Realty being a pyramid scheme because of the multiple levels of tiered revenue sharing. Well, first off, pyramid schemes are illegal, and companies with a fraudulent revenue foundation will find it pretty much impossible to survive the kind of financial scrutiny a public offering like EXPI stock on the NASDAQ has gone through. A pyramid scheme is an unsustainable business model where a few top-level members recruit newer members who pay significant upfront costs or provide investment capital up the chain to those who enrolled them. As newer members in turn recruit underlings of their own, a portion of the subsequent fees they receive is also kicked up the chain. Pyramid schemes rely on profiting from recruitment fees and investment in unsaleable goods or services, and do not involve the sale of actual goods or services with intrinsic value. The bottom line is that in all pyramid schemes, the selling of a product itself is much less important than the recruiting of new investors and the acquisition of their capital. At EXP Realty, the selling of real estate is the income source that drives all revenue shares paid out on every tier. No real estate sold, no revenue share. Substantial fees, investment capital, and other unsustainable income sources not based on the sale of real products or services are not a part of the EXP revenue model. So EXP, by definition, is not a pyramid scheme. It's just a way of brokering real estate in which agents, instead of just those at the top, get to participate in the benefits of the sale of real estate and the recruitment of productive real estate agents. So the EXP Realty model provides a unique opportunity for real estate agents to generate long-term passive income through the sponsorship of new agents into the brokerage and through the purchase of company stock at a discount, and provides a real path for developing long-term, sustainable, passive, near-term, and retirement income. I hope this video helped you to understand the path and to see the opportunities available for agents to improve their financial positions significantly and to establish a sustainable source of long-term passive retirement income. In our next video, we'll be discussing how EXP Realty can help an agent to increase the volume of leads they have available to them while lowering her or his overall marketing expense.